On.
In fact, you should be in jail for wearing that fake Air Force every day.
That's crazy. You should be in jail for wearing that fake Air Force. Is crazy. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me check the audio. Let me check the audio. It's beautiful. It's working. Beautiful. Beautiful. In this video, I cosplay as a scammer. I cosplay as a scammer. I gotta get the GTA tomorrow. If I wake up and I install that Shandy's tomorrow and do everything I need to do tomorrow, yeah, we're gonna have a nice GTA stream by the night. In this video, I cosplay as a scammer, talking down on fake Air Force Ones. That's crazy. Air Force Ones. No, that is not for kids, my boy. That is not for kids, my boy. Yeah, there we go. That's done. Oh, I got 2 likes already. They like it. They like it. They like it. Sensational stream title. Power Friday. Facts. Facts. Only facts, my boy. It's a Power Friday. We are bringing the heat. All right, today we're gonna gamble. Today we're gonna gamble. I'm going today. Today I am feeling like making niggas rich. I feel like making niggas rich today. So you know what we're about to do. You know what we're about to do. Facts. You know what we're about to do. We're about to do them dirty. We're about to do them dirty. Oh, I lined up some videos as well. So I want us to watch Exposing the Gambling Epidemic. This is gonna be a crazy fun watch for sure. Also, nah, not this. Not this. Not that. That was right about maybe this, I don't know. And then here, not this. Okay. Maybe this one. This one for sure. This one for sure we gotta watch. This one for sure we gotta watch. We gotta watch. Alright, let's go. There's no F1 this yeah, there's no F1 this weekend. There's no F1 this week. Jesus, what were those selections? There's no F1 this weekend, but yeah. Here you already know. You already know which team I'm gonna pick to win this match for sure. Arsenal, bro. I'm about to make y'all a lot of money. A lot of money. I'm about to give you the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds. Hold on. I'll make you rich, chat. I'm gonna make you rich, chat. Let me check something. Let me check something real quick. I got the capacity. I got the capacity. I got nice capacity. Nice, nice. Ah, perfect. 209 subscribers as well. Crazy. 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 I first of all, last time I checked, I don't think the serious guys are playing for the Lakers. Hey, what this comment say? Make us rich, Drake. Make us rich, Drake is crazy. But let me make y'all rich. I'm about to make y'all rich. I'm about to make y'all rich. Hold on. Hold on. And guys, hey, I hope you have a Sporting Bet account because this is gonna bang. This is gonna bang. This is gonna bang, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, where are my players at? Where are my players at? Where are my players at? Wait, I need to know though. I need to know though. Is I need to know if who's gonna be playing and whatnot. Is Luca gonna be playing? Let me check if Luca's gonna be playing. Whoa! Surely there's no way. Surely there's no way. I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all now. Oh my god, surely there's no way. That's crazy. Look at this. Jesus. What is that? What is that? Exclusive? FC Barcelona have added Martin Odegaard to their shortlist. Chelsea to get a red card. We understand Barcelona believes the player is ready for a major career change. The Spanish club will make their move in June. What the heck? Oh, that is actually crazy. This is actually crazy. What? What? Hey yo, have y'all did y'all see the diss track? Did y'all see the diss track, the NLE Chopper diss track on Young Boy? Did y'all see that? Hey yo, tell me y'all seen that, man. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all seen that, nah? Oh my god, y'all seen that? Y'all have got to have seen that for sure, for sure, bruh. Bruh, what is he doing to my goat, man? What is he doing to my goat, man? What is he doing to my goat, man? What is this, bro? What is this, bro? This is disrespectful. Bruh, bruh, what is this? He got my boy in a hoodie. He got my boy in a hoodie. He got my boy in with a cracky old cigarette. Oh, he's actually insane. But like, I'm really concerned for how like Young Boy's about to respond to this. If I'm being honest, because I'm just thinking to myself, why are they beefing? That's the thing. I don't know. Like nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows, especially because this guy. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This guy used to be wearing "Never Broke Again" merchandise. Never broke again. Look, Free Young Boy. He was releasing tracks called Free Young Boy, man.
Let me know who beating me, bro.
Listen.
Respectfully, the only nigga that's really respectfully, the only nigga that's really ahead in that space is Young Boy. I'm 21, bro. Let me know who beating me, bro.
Facts.
Respect.
Facts. Listen to this.
I love NBA Young Boy.
Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Y'all seen this. Y'all seen this. Enely the Great. What kind of crazy name is that as well, man? Enely the Great? Bruh, Jiggy Jiggy wants to turn into Tupac, into Michael Jackson. Bruh. Bruh, he should stay home, man. He should stop doing this, bro. Like, why is he doing this? What reason does he have to like be doing stuff like this, bro? Come on, man. There's literally no need. There's literally no need to be doing all this. There's literally no need to be doing all this, man. Nothing. Yo, these guys, man. These damn guys, man. What are you saying? Somebody's baby mama got child. Yeah, what the The question is whose? No, man. I say I saying Enely the Great. Oh my God. Ish. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh man. All right. Back to the money. Back to the money. I'm gonna wait. Lakers have to play Ja. I see that. Lakers have to play Ja. Yeah, Lakers have to play Ja. Player points 20 plus. Hold on, no, 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 no. No, hold on, hold on. Hold on. How many points? Bro, where are the what? Wait, points. It's only got it in this format. Let's see, 20. Bro, nah, you know what? Let me stick with where I know I can make y'all money, right? How much do y'all want? I need the chat to tell me how much y'all want right now. Cause however much it is, we're making it this weekend. This is the big weekend. This is the biggest weekend, man. We are making all this money. All right, so here, you know what? No, no, no. Let's use bet wait, bet wait. So, do y'all think Young Boy is gonna respond? Like in my head, right? In my head, what I'm thinking is that I don't want him to respond like all mad and all of that. I don't want him to respond like that. If he like, I know it's not gonna happen because NLE like pushed a lot of buttons. He had a frame where he was holding Young Boy's head, bro. Like, yeah, nah, he was doing too much, too much, and that just doesn't look like something someone like Young Boy is gonna let slide or let go. Unfortunately, I would very much want him to, but hey man, that's so much disrespect, bro. He was beating the lookalike with the belt. He had the belt for the lookalike, man. I don't need a lot, just 500K. I got you. Hey, 500K, dog. Ah, dog, yo. All right, cool. 500K. I can cook that for you. They want to see me cook a 500,000. I can cook up a 500,000. I can cook up a 500,000 for real. For real. I can pull out. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Okay. First match. No. Brighton versus Leeds. I say yeah. Uh, Forest. I know that guy. Who's this? I know that guy is back. I know that guy's back. The butcher. I know the butcher's back. I know the butcher's back. The butcher's gonna butcher. He's gonna do his job. I try. I have faith in the butcher. I have faith in him. He's there. He's gonna pull it off for sure. He's gonna pull it off for sure. He's gonna pull it off for sure. So man, United, but it's away. But I know Amorim has me, man. You see here, I trust neither of these teams right here. I trust them to score against each other, though. Both of them have trash defenses. Why would they give Aston Villa odds of 4.90, bruh? I'm taking it, bro. My people say they want 500K. I'm going to give them. Aston Villa, they have something for me. I know they do. Man City versus Bournemouth. This is a tough one as well. This is a flipping tough one as well. So I trust them to like score against each other. I think that's very doable. Yeah. Sunderland and Everton. Uh, Damn. Everton, Sunderland. Everton, Sunderland. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. For England, let's go to the Bundesliga. Let's go to the Bundesliga. I trust both teams to score here. Give me my Bayern win. Give me my Bayern win. Where's my Bayern win? But this was the 8th. I need my Bayern win, man. Where's my Bayern win? Werder Bremer, bro. I just need my Bayern win. Serie A. Let's go Serie A. I need. That's a win. That's a W. Napoli, I forgive you. Just don't let me down again. Don't do it to me again. Inter is winning that. Milan and Roma. Bro. I say Milan. I'm getting my people 500k. One way or the other. Facts. Facts. Right now we're on 40,000. Right now we're on 40,000. Somebody. Oh, I already read that comment. I'm seeing somebody's baby mama got shot. I'm reading that for the second time. Ish. Okay. Okay, back to the money. Back to the money. Let's go to Spain. Right. Where's this one? Madrid, Real. Where's Real Madrid? Real Madrid. Okay, here you are against Valencia. Psh, they gotta win, right? Come on, they gotta win. Bang! They win. They winning. Where's Barca? Hey, but those guys, I don't trust them fully right now. If I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. Flip. The next week we're flowing into the flipping Champions League. Flip, we're gonna bet on that too. We're gonna bet on that too. Why? Cause why not? Literally, why not? Come on. Y'all said y'all wanted 500k. I'm gonna get y'all 500k. I'm gonna get y'all what y'all want. I'm gonna get y'all what you guys want. I'm gonna get you what you want. I'm gonna get you what you want. Okay. Okay. Oh, Haaland is going back home. There's Juventus with Sporting. Bruh. I just realized I could literally have like what's this? Aston Villa winning and Madrid winning on this match. But I think it's possible. Nah, I'm giving Madrid away. Slot is leaving, bro. Slot is out. Olympiacos and PSV. Paris Saint-Germain with Bayern Munich. I think Bayern might have the edge on this one. For sure. For sure. For sure. Barca and I mean on paper should be a win, but these guys they're trash right now. How much is that? That's just bruh, that's more than 500k. No man, you gotta bet five. Bruh, we're still on 75k. Oh, we still need some more. We still got some more. I mean this one, but come on. I don't know about this one. Better to just leave it. This here. City's defense shaky, but flip it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What else? Where's Chelsea? Who they playing? Yeah. Now this is familiar territory for them. This is familiar territory for Chelsea. They're gonna win this. They were playing these names in the flipping whatever that was. They were playing that they won. Club Brugge, FC Barca. Mm, I'm gonna give them the win. I wanna put my good faith, give them like the benefits of the doubt. Juve winning that. Juve they're at home. They're picking up steam. They're going, bruh. Oh my God, we made 600,000. We made 600,000. We just have to remove one. That one could be Madrid. Let me remove Madrid. Let me see how much that is. 560,000. Is that enough, chat? 557,000. Right there. Right there. I told y'all I am making this money for you guys. This is about to be a blessing for us, guys. I'm telling y'all. I can smell the money. I can smell the money. So what y'all gonna spend your money on? What y'all gonna spend your 500K on? I'm curious. What are you guys gonna spend your 500K on? Oof. Bruh, if I start talking about what I'm gonna spend mine on, bruh, y'all wanna hear what? Y'all wanna hear what I'm? Y'all wanna hear the road to science? What you saying? The road to science DMs begins with this ticket. Oh my god! Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. This ticket is gonna set us for life. This is the beginning. This is the beginning right here. What y'all gonna spend your money on? What are you guys gonna spend your money on? Hold on. Bet bet now. Yeah. Gonna share it. I'm gonna come to. Hold on. Just refresh. I'm gonna come to the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Red Gucci shirt. Oh my god. So red Gucci shirt. Jesus, that's performing. That's performance. I know, like that's performance though. That is performance though. Yeah, that's performance though. For that I just gotta check this. Leave. But facts, the road to science DM starts right here, bruh. This is where it begins, bruh. Mac G about to sue the hell out of someone for what? For drinking alcohol? For drinking alcohol? Okay. We got some. Bro, I haven't had the scammer video clips, any of them break 200 views, bro. Not one. And I've posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of them, bro. 21 of them, and none of them like have cracked 200 views on TikTok. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. Damn. I like these ones now. These were gold. There was some serious gold on here, man. There was some, yeah, yeah. There was some, yeah. I just don't want to spend. I just want to look at it. Just want to look at the 500K. Oh, hold on. I was about to. I had to come to the chat. I have to come to the chat. I have to drop the flipping. Uh, yeah, this is crazy, bro. He was running with the head, bro. That's insane. I don't know what he's thinking, honestly. That is insane. That is crazy. That I have is to come to the crazy. Chat. I have to drop the flipping. I gotta drop it in the this chat. Is crazy, bro. He was running with that. I gotta head, drop bro. it in the chat. I don't know what he's thinking. I gotta drop it in the chat. That is insane. You like my auto tune? I gotta drop it in the chat. Yeah. I gotta drop it in the chat. 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 Bruh, where's the chat? I have to put it down. There we go. The chat has appeared. The chat has appeared. The chat has appeared. Let's go. Bruh, where's the chat? I have to put it down. There we go. The chat has appeared. Ah. There we go. Yo, don't spend all the money at once. Don't spend all the money at once, man. I'm so serious. Wait, I have to get rid of. Hold on. There we go. Don't spend all the money at once. Y'all are welcome. Y'all about to get big bands. Big body bands. Remember, I used to be Dusty. Aight. We're gonna finally watch this one right here. I've been wanting to watch this one right here.
Gambling has changed. It used to be you'd lose your money on slots in Vegas, but today, not only can you do that, you can also bet on your favorite sports team.
The best thing ever.
Coin toss, on this individual pitch, or on all three in a parlay. You can do it from your phone, your tablet, your Apple Watch. You don't just have to gamble on sports. You can gamble on esports, on video game items, on slots with those items. You can do it in Roblox or on regular stocks, on meme stocks, gamble with calls, gamble on earning calls, gamble on calls with earning calls. You can gamble on political events, world events. You can bet if Zelensky's going to wear a suit before July, if Jerome Powell's going to say
What? You can bet if Zelensky's going to wear a suit and tie?
On regular stocks, on meme stocks, gamble with calls, gamble on earning calls, gamble on calls with earning calls. You can gamble on political events, world events. You can bet if Zelensky's going to wear a suit before July, if Jerome Powell is going to say inflation 50 or 60 times in September. And you don't just have to gamble on that. You can gamble on crypto coins, Trump coin, Dogecoin, Fartcoin. You can gamble on the champion of Fartcoin coin, and you can gamble on any of the posts the champion of Fartcoin has ever made
Fartcoin
on
is
whether
crazy.
they will become popular or not. And if none of that's your cup of tea, you can also just gamble directly within your banking app on a game of roulette.
Banking app?
Like a gentleman.
Banking
Don't even get
app?
me started on the ads. If you turn on sports, esports, podcasts. Not even my favorite political show is safe.
Shout out to Prize Picks, the best app to fire on sports in the game.
You will be bombarded with gambling ads by every famous person you've ever heard of.
DraftKings.
DraftKings Sportsbook.
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Uh-oh. How did we get here? And is it a good thing that we're turning every spare
No.
moment of our lives into a game of chance?
No.
I'm betting no.
Maybe. Because what if I win $1 million? What if I win $1 million? Alright, let's go, coffee. Show me some. Show me something.
There are three things responsible for gambling becoming more mainstream, but the first and biggest trend is simply the mainstream becoming more like gambling. See, Silicon Valley learned a decade ago that gambling mechanics are incredibly good for user retention, so they put them everywhere. Let's say you're shopping online. Well, now you can spin a wheel to unlock prizes. Or if you're playing video games, you can open a loot box, get some randomized items. You can even use those items as virtual currency in a casino we've made a 3-part series about. Or maybe you don't have a problem with loot boxes for adults, but we've also put them in kids' video games because, you know, gotta...
Gambling companies are sponsored by the devil himself. Are you a victim? Are you a victim? You sound like you're a victim. The devil himself.
Start them young. Roblox is the largest game for minors, and they are stuffed with randomized loot boxes. But even if that's fine for you, what about the third-party websites which, against TOS, allow full gambling based on a kid's game? And yes, there are actual kids gambling on these apps.
Right, I just won a bit of profit there. I had 200 Robux. No, I had 200 Robux in profit, 100 Robux in profit, but I lost them. But I had 50 Robux and I lost it, and I thought I got 50 Robux again. So on this, mine's on Robux Revolve, what I'm gonna do is buy 40 crates now. No, not 40 crates, but like 44 crates.
Bruh, this kid's really living like they really living like this. They really gambling. They really gambling. Oh my god.
That looks good. Let's go.
Kiabalaba Nespas. Those ones, they say they are gambling their Nespas. Yo. Nespas, come in next day. Orlando Pirates. Whippy. Whippy.
Let's go. We're in profit. Let's go.
It is absolutely disgusting to see that.
That's
Look, I
crazy.
spoke to an insider who worked on this website, Roblox Wild, before it got shut down. He shared data which claimed they made $5,000 a day, or roughly $2 million a year.
Jesus.
Thankfully, this website got shut down, but third-party gambling sites still persist because copying casinos makes a ton of money. And
That's facts.
that's why we've been putting it into everything, including our politics. Prediction markets are the answer to the question of what if we could YOLO on election results and world events. The biggest websites are Polymarket and Kalshi, which have exploded in popularity during
Yeah, Polymarket is crazy. They have people gambling on crazy stuff.
the American election cycle. But it isn't just major events that attract bettors. I was recently asked to investigate whether this was a suit that Zelensky was wearing. Why? Well, the prediction market had bet $200 million in betting volume on this bet, and some of them were really mad that they decided, no, this is not a suit, I guess.
That's a
Whether you
suit.
think it is or not, the volume of betting here is insane. And one reason for that is because these companies are exploiting loopholes that allow betting even in states where normal gambling is illegal. Because these companies say they're not a casino, so they don't fall under the same rules, which is why instead of having to be 21, you can now gamble at 18 on prediction markets. And
What?
while there have been legal challenges to this, both of the major
Bedway doesn't want me to log in. I'm cool. Nah, you gotta make sure you bet that one. If you don't, if you miss the big one, you're cooked for real. These niggas want you at your lowest. Let me buy bread. But what if I win 50,000 banknotes? Facts. What if you win 50,000 banknotes though? What if you win 50,000 banknotes though? What if? You must think. You must think, bro. You must. Calling me. Hold on. So sorry. That's my bro. That's my bro. He was asking if I seen his crazy stuff is happening. Crazy stuff is happening. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. But what if you win 50,000 banknotes for real though? What if?
companies, Kalshi and Polymarket, have recently brought on the president's son as an advisor, making
What?
it hard to see how they're gonna be meaningfully regulated. Meanwhile, all the major betting apps are busy launching their own prediction market copycats to get around the same weak rules that we still have regarding betting. And don't even get me started on the other loopholes that are out there. Have you ever heard of the TikTok of sports wagering?
This is Cheddar. We're building the TikTok of sports wagering. Legal in 20 more states.
What?
DraftKings. Accessible for 18 to 21-year-olds. Live in-game.
Why only
Micro
18 to
betting.
21-year-olds?
Swipe to predict every moment of every play.
I'm going to stop you right there. If
What?
you missed it, Cheddar is a new startup trying to combine DraftKings, TikTok, and Tinder features into one app. And one of the
What?
things they brag about is they're allowing 18 to 21-year-olds as a competitive edge. Guys, can you believe the untapped market of teenagers for gambling? Now, to be fair, Cheddar has not launched yet, but this
It
is
better
obviously
not.
the future we're heading towards, turning everything into a maximally addictive gambling
That is
product.
insane
It's
though.
sports wagering with the pace of a slot machine.
Bro.
Isn't that the most dystopian thing you've ever
Hell
heard? We're trying
nah.
to turn sports betting into slot
I wouldn't
machines?
get that one. I already
the funny
don't
thing is
like
this whole
TikTok.
product is built around
I already
yet
don't
another
like
loophole
TikTok,
called a
so
sweepstakes
that is
casino,
crazy.
and that's how they get around the 21-year-old age requirement. Here's how it basically works. Sweepstakes casinos claim that you don't actually need to purchase anything to play, so it's kind of not gambling. In fact, you can get free coins to access their games, but they also have a second currency which you can
Buy.
Well, not buy. You get it for free when you buy the worthless coins. For example, their website says if you buy 100 cheddar coins, you get 5 bonus cheddar cash. And that's usually what you
What?
can gamble with and redeem for real money. This is actually how Stake US works. If you didn't know, Stake International is one of the world's largest casinos, but they aren't allowed here in the United States. So they have an American arm, which is a sweepstakes casino, which has gold coins and stake cash. One Redditor explains how the loophole really works. Quote, one stake cash is one USD. They only use gold coins because they need to say that you aren't gambling with real money to stake in the US. Except, of course, you are actually gambling with real money. They just have a virtual currency workaround, which basically everyone has figured out. Some casinos are just kind of more honest about it than others. Cheddar's basically saying the quiet part out loud. They're going after 18 to 21-year-olds with TikTok, Tinder, sports betting at the pace of slots. And by the way, people are betting on their success. They're actually in a cohort of startups invested in by a Silicon Valley investment firm called A16Z. But if you think that's a bad idea, now let's talk about
that is a horrible
banks
idea.
and gambling. I recently made a video on Yada, which was a fintech, which is a complicated story. We've done a ton of work on here and here. But basically, the original pitch was a no-lose lottery, which gamified savings. Lots of YouTubers work with them. And
No-lose lottery is crazy, bro. There's no such thing.
No-lose lottery.
How do people hear these things and these deals and like really fall for it, bro? Did y'all bet? Did y'all bet the bet? I gave y'all the ticket. Did y'all bet the bet? I hope y'all bet the bet. Bro.
Gamified savings. Lots of YouTubers work with them, and they acted like a bank, at least at first, until they switched their new business model to be about allowing you to gamble inside the app and lose money, essentially becoming a casino within what is essentially a bank account. Now, I should actually note that Yada recently shut down the banking side and have fully focused on the sweepstakes casino part. I guess it's a more profitable business.
I've arrived. Hope I didn't miss too much. You didn't miss. Well, you kind of missed 7 minutes of the video, but then like it's basically like just talking about gambling and how everything is included in gambling, sports, whatever. And they were actually talking about making an app that like puts together sports gambling, TikTok, and like Tinder, like.
But it's a sign of the times that everyone is moving their app more towards gambling. And
Facts.
Finance is going the same way. On August 19, 2025, the investing app Robinhood announced they are bringing sports betting prediction markets to their app. In the announcement, the vice president of Robinhood claimed sports betting was a, quote, no-brainer, as we aim to make Robinhood a one-stop shop for all your investing and trading needs. AKA, we noticed people were leaving to other apps. We don't like that. We'd like you to never leave our app.
Here.
Now, ironically, the very next day, FanDuel, a sports betting app, announced they were bringing stock market betting to their customers.
But I will ask you about what some call the gamification of markets. Why this move? Why FanDuel? Why now?
For us to have
more
a partner
money,
like FanDuel, and
more
be
money,
able to have 14 million accounts.
Oh, another thing that you missed. I gave people I gave the people a Betway ticket. 5 Rand gets you 500,000, and we are cashing in. And if you go up in the comments, I saw someone say, what's this? I saw someone say, the road to Cyan Bougi's DMs start with this ticket. If you can go like up the comments, like you can see it. You can actually see it. Hold on. The website is bugging. Hold on. There we go. Investing and gambling now in the same sentence. Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. They literally putting it in the same thing. But look at that. 5 randa. 5 randa gets you 557,000. Gambling, brain rot, OnlyFans. Our children are gonna settle for bottom of the what? I can't read that. What is it? Bottom of the barrel jeans. Facts, bro. Facts. This is all this is literally all like they're eating up. You saw they were talking about the Roblox game, basically gambling, and that's basically it.
Counts on day one. I'm not becoming a casino, contrary to popular opinion. I didn't buy a casino. These are markets that will be offered to the general public, and we think is massively exciting.
Yeah, right.
And you couldn't have a more perfect image of how finance is embracing the casinos and vice versa. Actually, correction, you can have a more perfect image because after I wrote this, the New York Stock Exchange's owner invested $2 billion into Polymarket.
Jesus!
So this is the perfect image of where we are. And a result is a lot of young people now see the stock market as kind of more like a betting market. The most popular group on Reddit is Personal Finance with about 21 million followers. In second place, Wall Street Bets, where gambling on the stock market is embraced and celebrated. It grew the most during...
Well, I say, got the betting code. Thanks, Sayen Umakutingo way to facts. One of us have to do it for Limpopo. We gotta bring Sayen back to Limpopo. We gotta bring her back to Limpopo. You see that? You seen that video with Chevy? Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Y'all seen? Hold on, let me show y'all, bruh. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold on. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, let me show y'all. Bruh. This right here. This right here. This right here, right here. This. I'm gonna hold, bruh, play. I'm gonna tell y'all in a second. But this, bruh. Damn, it's really not gonna play? Bruh. Okay, there we go. That's for Limpopo. That is for all of Limpopo. That's for all of us. That is all of us. Right now, we are channeling through Chevy. We are channeling through Chevy. That's us. That's ours. That was us. That was for all of us. That was for all of us. For Limpopo. That's why I like Chevy. He did it for Limpopo. He did it for me and you.
Where gambling on the stock market is embraced and celebrated. It grew the most during the meme stock craze of 2020, which shifted how some people thought about investing. Instead of being driven by earnings, prices, or fundamentals, people gambled on memes, attention, and vibes. People are chasing bigger returns and taking on bigger risks to do so. One measure of this is the amount of debt people are taking out to invest.
Jeez.
Margin debt is at an all-time high of $1 trillion, which even on an inflation-adjusted basis is near all-time highs and up 5x over the last few decades. Not only that, the rapid growth of zero-day options by retail traders is also a telltale sign. It's grown 5x in volume over 5 years, showing that people are trying to gamble more. Zero-day options are the stock trader equivalent of red or black at the casino. Fast action, massive wins or losses on a single day. But if the stock market is America's casino, then meme coins are basically the back alley bookie who will break your legs. Bigger price swings, faster action. Meme coins are even more degenerate than meme stocks,
those are crazy.
Pump and dump
Limpopo
usually within a single
heritage.
day. Among the people who
I mean, Limpopo heritage. Limpopo heritage is kind of crazy. Where are you from, San Limbo? Where are you from? You telling me you wouldn't want to take Cyan Bougie back there? You telling me you wouldn't want to take Cyan Bougie back there? Let's be serious now, alright? You wouldn't want to take Cyan Bougie back home?
trade these, Pump.fun is the leading destination as the one-click launchpad. Anyone can make a meme coin in seconds, and there is no value in it other than the expectation that someone might be more foolish than you and buy at a higher price than you did. And of course, Pump.fun is happy to take a cut and make most of the money. Most traders will lose, but now you can also get a cut if you're a content creator who pushes one of these coins. We've seen the same thing from launchpads like Meteora. They allow creators to have a split of some of the trading fees, and it kind of democratizes the grift. Now, anyone can farm their followers and fans for money. You don't have to be particularly sophisticated, and that's actually how Trump made millions of dollars in fees with Trump meme coin without ever selling. He just farmed the fees. And to be clear, this money doesn't magically appear. It's being siphoned away from regular people who mostly lose. It creates a sad ecosystem where most creators are racing to the bottom for attention to get their audiences to pump their worthless coins, leading to a predictable spiral where most are scamming, rage baiting, or otherwise trying to shock each other into becoming the biggest grift of the day.
Bruh, is that a guy pretending to be a damn dog? Is that a guy pretending to be a damn dog, bro? Bruh, he's in a damn cage with people clapping hands, bro. He's in a damn cage with people clapping hands, bro. Bruh.
Thanks for the 20 bandos.
It's ripping.
If you've ever heard of a zero-sum game where someone has to win for the other one to lose, meme coins are negative sum because of all the trading fees. Most people, by definition, will lose. The real winner, of course, is Pump.Fun and people pushing it. According to one analysis, they've generated revenues of over $800 million for themselves, while almost none of the traders have made significant profits.
Oh my God.
According to one analysis, 0.4% of all traders will ever make over $10,000. So almost no one. And look, the reason we're going through all of this is to explain the many ways that gambling is no longer just about slots, cards, brick and mortar casino undercount.
Yeah.
But it is still important to talk about those casinos, and that's where we're going to shift now. Starting with the biggest trend that has happened for these casinos, and number 2 on our reason, which is sports gambling becoming legalized. Rewind the clocks for a second back to 2018 when the Supreme Court overturned a federal ban. At the
I just had a thought. You know, damn, it sounds kind of stupid. It's what I just get thoughts, right? I just get thoughts, and yeah. Sometimes I write them down. Sometimes I like type them out, whatever. But I just got a thought. You see, with gambling, y'all think like we will look at gambling in a crazy way in the future, like a stain in humanity or something like that. You know how the way I'm talking about it is, you know how, I mean, in the past, right, when slavery was a thing, like people didn't really like stand up against it. There was a point where like that was just normal. That was just normal, and that was just okay to happen, and that's life every day. That's like waking up and you're breathing. That's how normal it is, right? But now we look back at it and it's like a huge stain in humanity, right? I think like we'll ever get there with gambling. I think we'll get there with something like, I don't know, abortion? Something like abortion. I feel like we'll look at it in the future and think of it as like a huge stain in humanity as well. Like allowing it to happen or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. I mean, times are constantly changing. Things are constantly changing. There are things that, you could say, in 1970, but today you can't say it. That's just the dynamics of the world and shifts, and that's just how it works, I guess.
Time, basically, you could only sports bet in Nevada. But after this, you can see in a few years, we've completely flipped on the issue. Most states now allow sports betting. And along with that, the advertising budgets for these companies is absolutely enormous. DraftKings, FanDuel, Underdog, Prize Picks. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars getting celebrities and influencers to push their product every year. And man, has it worked. As I'm writing this, the #1 sports app on the App Store is not sports. It's not ESPN. ESPN and the NFL are second and third. The #1 sports app is actually DraftKings. And in the top 10, half of those apps are sports betting.
Gambling is going nowhere so long as there's poverty. Facts. That is so facts. Gambling is going nowhere as long as there's poverty. As long as there's hungry bellies, gambling is only going to get stronger. Unfortunately,
insane.
You're only
There's two
spitting
reasons
facts,
for
my
this.
boy.
Obviously, one,
Only spitting
hundreds of
facts.
millions in advertising, but the second is what are called inducements, which is when these apps will incentivize players to download them and place a bet, sometimes literally offering what seems like free money.
It's got an NFL offer.
Don't play with me.
Just turned $5 into $150 in bonus bets.
New customers bet $5. Get $300 in bonus bets if you win.
New customers
If
get
you win.
risk-free bets up to $2,000.
If
Now look,
you
the
win.
reason casinos do this is kind of obvious. If they can make you place one bet, they're more likely to place the second, third, and 100th. But even setting aside the fine print of these weird offers, does it not strike anyone?
I think opinions like that only change when there's a financial loss. Wait, hold on. Gotta bring that down. I think opinions like that only change when there's a financial loss for the big money oaks associated with the opinion. That said, maybe one day there will be massive taxes to discourage it. Then maybe that is true. That is true. It's like a say-so thing. Like it doesn't just happen that way without like them being a huge influence, because they have to push the narratives. Damn. Yeah, that makes sense. But then you are right. Opinions like that only do change when there's like financial loss or like huge change in the financial landscape. For sure. It's a 9-to-5 job to some people. Oh. Yeah, some people, but then like I feel like you see like the people that go and be betting in like the casino, in the casinos, like on the slot machines, like busy like cranking that thing all day every day. I think people like that though, like with betting like that, I feel like the house just is always programmed to win, because they program the flipping machines, and they say how many times it has to win in a day. Sometimes maybe in a day it might not even win because the number of spins didn't get. But then like it's just always guaranteed. Like all the games that you play like straight in the casino, like it's just always guaranteed that like the house is going to win. I mean, it is very much less with sports betting, because now I'm depending on flipping Eddie Nketiah to score a goal in the Premier League in England, right? And then maybe he just woke up that day and he's not feeling good, or his girlfriend just cheated on him, and then he goes and plays like some trash, and then now there's no goal. Like the margins for that are also crazy though, if you really think about it, right? The margins for that are also crazy. Oh my God. Like this is 11 people on the field for one team that you want to win, up against another team full of 11 grown men that also want to win. Like both teams want to win. And then you also have to look at the mind states of the 11 players and how they'll perform on that day. Will they be on their game? Not everyone will be on their best game. Gotta account for mistakes. You gotta account for things like injuries, flipping. Someone gets a red card, flipping. Someone just makes a crazy mistake. A referee makes a crazy mistake and says it's a penalty, or doesn't give a penalty when it's supposed to be. Like it's a lot. It's a whole lot that goes into it. So I might say it's like easier or more sensible. The sports betting and stuff, it's more sensible, but at the same time, it's like there's just a whole lot of factors that has that has to do with that. So you gotta pick your poison. Apartheid only ended because the white government was starting to look real bad to the rest of the world, so much that they were getting sanctioned, so they stopped. For example, oh yeah, they were like, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. We gotta stop this. The house always wins for sure, bro. It's designed that way statistically. Facts. Like that's what I always tell people. Like they don't understand. I always tell them, and I really still don't understand that these people that be on the slot machines whole day, every day, These machines, they own these machines. Desperation and all. Serious economy and all.
Else is weird that we're allowing gambling companies to give away free stuff. Imagine the cigarette industry told you, buy your first pack, get 50 free packs free to get you started. Imagine Budweiser said, shotgun one, they'll send you a case for fun. It's insane. And yet, that's exactly what these sports betting apps are doing. It's the lifeblood of how they get new players. And once you're in, these apps will also cater to their biggest players, biggest losers, called VIPs. They will send them gifts as they spend their life savings. And there have been multiple lawsuits actually about this. And to make it worse, if you do the opposite and you actually win too much on these apps, they will try to limit your betting, as one investigation found.
If you show any real ability to effectively handicap a game and beat the sportsbook, they will limit your bets and essentially kick you out of the sportsbook. They will not let you win. Can you talk to me a little bit about how sportsbooks treat you once you start winning?
They don't want to accept your bets.
Yeah, it turns out the casinos actually hate the exact player that's featured in all of their advertisements, the guy who actually wins too much money, which is actually so crooked when you think about it, that if you're one of the few people who achieves what they're promoting, they actually don't want you.
Yeah.
Now, as I was writing this story, another massive scandal actually broke in the sports betting world, which is even more corrupt than not allowing winners.
But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years.
That's right. The FBI just exposed a massive sports rigging scheme that was using these apps to win money on rigged basketball games. One example of this was March 23rd, 2023, when an NBA player, Terry Rozier, told a friend ahead of time that he was going to go out early on a foot injury. And so that night, $200,000 in bets were placed on his underperformance because...
Oh, hell no.
And so that night, $200,000 in bets were placed on his underperformance because no one else knew that he was injured. And a few minutes after Terry kind of limping around, he left the game and the bets paid off. A few days later, Terry Rozier and his friend allegedly counted the money at his house from the fraudulent wagering scheme. And this was one of several rigged games the FBI alleged, but the media was quick to point out this isn't even the first time someone was caught doing something like this.
Jontay Porter, who played for the Toronto Raptors, has already pled guilty. He's already pled guilty. He's awaiting sentencing for doing just what Rozier and Jones are accused of. So this train has already left the station, Laura. And I have to tell you, when Jeff Teague...
Bro, y'all earning these guys are greedy. Y'all are earning millions and you want to you earn millions, man, a year. And you just want to get greedy and get more and more money. Y'all gotta chill.
A player says, oh, there's betting everywhere. It is everywhere. I've done ads for DraftKings. LeBron James has done ads for DraftKings.
She's like, I've done ads for DraftKings. She's like, she doesn't want to speak bad on it because she's done it. She's like, they're everywhere. I've done ads for DraftKings.
I have to tell you, when Jeff Teague, an NBA player, says, oh, there's betting everywhere, it is everywhere. When they were reporting this story this morning, they're having programming, people talking just like you and me, talking about this scandal on the press conference the FBI was giving. And underneath them on the ticker was an ad for ESPN Bet, which is ESPN's own sportsbook.
Yeah, the irony of all of this is that the same people who condemn illegal betting going on are simultaneously pushing the sports books which create the opportunity. And at some point, the producers on ESPN actually noticed it. And see if you can spot the moment they try to fix the sportsbook ad in the corner.
You hear a lot about legal sports gambling on this show. The Bussin' Boys, obviously, sports gambling is a huge part of what we do, so we put those all out there as a preamble because it might be in the back of people's minds, and we acknowledge that this is a different time and place. However, there is a fine line, not so fine. There is a bold line that obviously has to be drawn.
Well, that's a little awkward. You're actually supposed to remove the ad for sports betting before talking about sports rigging. And honestly, we've only hit the tip of the iceberg here because we've since learned these professional leagues are useless at catching this stuff. Turns out the NBA already investigated Terry Rozier before the FBI indictment for that exact game, and they cleared him because the NBA commissioner said there was insufficient evidence.
Ultimately concluded.
Oh, Adam Silver, you bastard!
That aberrational behavior to move forward.
Right. So even with aberrational activity, they had the right game, the right guy, and the NBA couldn't find enough evidence. I mean, the more money that goes into sports betting, the more this will be a problem, and the leagues are clearly not equipped to handle it. But people just look the other way because the money's too good. And I want to now address the size of these betting markets because they're absolutely enormous in ways most people don't understand. And to get our heads around it, we're going to look at some survey numbers. One study estimates that 22% of all Americans and almost half of men my age have an online sports betting account. Another estimates that 1 in 4 people have placed a bet on sports and 1 in 5 have placed a bet in the last year. Like with all surveys, there's margins of error here, but the data mostly agrees. Sports betting is very widespread and extremely popular among young men. And for the ones who get addicted, it's financially devastating. One recent study looked at Americans' finances before and after sports betting was legalized by their state. They found that bankruptcy rates rise approximately 10% after legalization. Another paper looked at financial stability, noting that for households that do bet, they spend on average about $720 a year sports betting. And the study found that for every dollar someone deposits for betting, there's a reduction.
How much is that? $720 a year. How much is that? How much is that? $720 a year. $720 a year. Oh man, $720. Dollars. Alright. A year, 12,000 a year. Is that bad? Is that bad? 12,000 in a year on gambling though. 12,000. That's something though. But is it crazy though? Is it like crazy? Can we call that crazy? Can we like call it crazy though? I don't think we can call it crazy though, but it sure is something. I don't know about like calling it like. I mean, we can't.
Investments of just under $1. As people gamble more, they invest less, which means their financial future is worse. Makes sense. But this is especially true of problem gamblers or gambling addicts. To be clear, this is not something that affects all gamblers. Roughly 1% of the world population suffers from this. It's more common among people who bet regularly and bet online. Two of the things that sports gambling...
It depends. Depends on how much you win. I guess it does.
Encourages. Problem gambling completely obliterates people's finances and affects more than just the gambler because as they beg, borrow, or steal to continue their addiction, they affect everyone around them.
Brother, addiction, he's trying to win back all the money he's lost. Think about all the money he's lost.
And I do mean steal. Roughly half of gambling addicts will commit a crime, and most of those crimes are to continue gambling, often leading to a spiral where the addict doesn't see a way out, which is why problem gambling has one of the highest suicide rates of any substance addictions. Full stop.
But bro, imagine being $1 million in debt because of gambling. Like being a million in debt. Like $1 million in debt, bro. Like that sounds super crazy.
Hey. I don't get it. You know none of this matters, right?
Yeah.
You've tried this before with Roobet, CS2, and it did nothing.
Yep.
Damn.
No, literally, I mean nothing. Absolute silence. All the moralizing, the anti-gambling, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
He doesn't really think so. He doesn't really think so. Come on now.
Let me tell you a story. A year ago, I was offered $20,000 to do a video by Casino. Now, I said no and made a whole series about it, but what I didn't tell you is that later I was offered $1 million to cover my legal fees in an ongoing case. Now, this was offered by a person who said they wanted to remain anonymous, no strings attached, very nice person.
No strings attached?
They said they wanted to just help out. Sounds great. But then I found out the money was coming from a sports betting company. They were one of the top people, and that's obviously a dilemma for me. I am publicly against gambling, and here this person's kind of privately telling me, well, gambling can pretty much solve all my problems. Pay my legal fees. They're telling me, oh, their company's regulated. It's fine. It's above board.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I had to say no. Thank you for the offer, but in my head, there's no such thing as $1 million, no strings attached.
Facts.
And, obviously, I also can't take $1 million from a sports betting company and then go make a video criticizing sports betting. But it gave me pause and kind of gave me an aha moment that I was missing before, where I started to understand exactly how screwed we are. And this goes into our third reason gambling is winning. The casual way these casinos can throw around life-changing is winning. The
Ross leaks mind-blowing figures behind Twitch gambling sponsors.
Casual way these casinos can throw around life-changing money for any normal person is why the data will never fix this. It's why having enough sad facts about addicts or interviewing people whose lives were ruined will not change things. Believe me, I've done it, and it's never moved the needle. To be honest, it's not even debatable that gambling is kind of bad for most people and life-destroying for a few. Even the industry kind of admits that. But the reason gambling is everywhere in spite of that is there is too much money in the game benefiting the people.
Too much money? Like the money we're gonna win. That 500,000 smells exquisite. I smell
that make the final decisions, right? Think about the states with tax revenue, the casino profits, the influencer payouts. There's a small group that gambling is incredible for. So incredible, it basically defies logic. I'm talking billions of dollars in profits. And if you want to understand why gambling is everywhere, you can't just look at the statistics. You have to look at the money. And I want to show you exactly how this works with an example. This is Matthew. He's better known online as Nadeshot, and recently he took a gambling deal with an offshore crypto casino. And when he first talks about the deal, I want you to notice it's a little strange. He almost seems hesitant.
Boys, we just partnered with Rootbet, and before I say anything, don't gamble, okay? You will lose. What? I promise you, you're gonna lose. But that's why I partnered with Rootbet, so they can pay me to gamble. So, even when I lose, I'm still gonna lose.
Yeah, it's pretty weird to hear someone say, don't gamble, guys, while announcing a partnership with a gambling company. Nadeshot implies that he may lose money, but in fact, he later admits that it's the most money he's ever been paid.
This is the biggest partnership that I've had in my entire career.
No, instead, I think the hesitancy, the weirdness of this video is because Nadeshot knows pushing gambling is kind of bad for people.
Kinda?
He said so in a podcast a couple years ago.
Kinda?
I definitely think that people streaming on Twitch, all the crypto betting, certainly incentivizes younger kids to be more interested in crypto gambling. Like, I know personally people that should not have been gambling online, but because it's so easy to gamble with crypto, they did it when they could not afford to do it, and it has not worked out well for them.
Yeah.
Right. Nadeshot knows personally it's bad. But for the reason why he's doing it anyways, just fast forward 2 minutes in the podcast and we find out, because the host
money
asks, a hypothetical.
The money.
What if someone offered Nadeshot $100 million to promote gambling? And well, let's just say his tone changed.
I ain't turning down $100 million, bro. You got me fucked up, brother. I'll go on there and I will crypto gamble 24/7, dude. At that point, man, it's the parents' fault. Hey, I'm just working over here. You're going to pay me more than LeBron? Brother, I would be lighting up, cash on fire, gambling crypto. I would sell my soul for 100 M's. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
We should clip this. We should send this over.
That's crazy.
I won't sleep. I will be your workhorse. You want me to pump Blue Chews and crypto gambling? I will do it all. You got me fucked up. Them kids, dude. Fuck them kids.
Look, I'm just going to say, you can say he's wrong for saying that. He's a bad person for saying that. But the reality is, this is why gambling is winning. The casinos have so much money, they are buying people's souls. Even people who kind of admit gambling's kind of bad.
Bro.
Put enough money on the table. And Nadeshot says, hey, fuck them kids. And by the way, speaking of fucking them kids, let's talk about Drake.
W's in the shot.
It isn't just streamers or influencers taking deals. It's the biggest.
I love money, but it couldn't be me. Not gonna lie. My brother, are you serious though? Bro, are you serious? If they offer you 100 million to just sit on your computer like this and just gamble and just be on the app gambling for like 5 hours a day, 100 million, and you only gotta do that for like 6 months. All you gotta do is sit and gamble for 5 hours. You're telling me you're not gonna take that? You're not gonna do that? Just to sit down and gamble for 5 hours? You're telling me you're not gonna do that? I had the same facial reaction to speaking about having them. Let's talk about Trey. Exactly, bro, because it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
This rapper on the planet. He signed a
At what cost? At what cost? Bro said at what cost? Bro, 100 million. At what cost? Bruh. All you gotta do is sit. All you gotta do is sit and gamble 5 hours. For 100 million, you're not gonna do it? You wouldn't do it? You wouldn't do it. For 100 million. Nothing's for free. Of course nothing's for free. You're gambling 5 hours a day for 6 months. You're getting 100 million. They're paying you. You're telling me you wouldn't sit down for 5 hours a day to gamble for 100 million? You tell them no. For 100 M's. Boy, Drake catching unnecessary strays. Facts. Facts. That wasn't even necessary. That wasn't even necessary. But come on, man. 2Boy Kanku. Tell me, bro. Tell me, bro. 100 million. You're not sitting down 5 hours a day gambling?
Reported $100 million deal recently with Stake, the crypto casino.
Rookie actions. I do a lot of things for 100 million. Bro, for 100 million, bro. For 100 million, bro. Maybe it's because we're talking about Stake and all of these, bro. Let's talk about something you know. Betway, bro. If Betway was to ask you, we need you to flipping sit down and gamble for flipping 5 hours a day. Weekdays only. I won't even say 100 million. For 500,000 for you to do it for 6 months. You're not taking 100 million? I'm sorry. I gotta call Cap. 100 million, bro. For 100 million, bro, I would gamble for 10 hours a day. I would gamble for 10 hours a day. I would sit on this chair and gamble for 10 hours a day. What?
Which is wild. There's really no endorsement deals like that anywhere else that hit those kind of numbers.
Nope.
And just like Nadeshot, Drake wants you to know that, even though he's taking the money, gambling isn't for everyone. Recently, he posted an $8 million loss, saying,
$8 million loss is crazy. What do you mean $8 million loss?
Gotta share the other side of gambling. Now, maybe some of you think that's brave, but to me, I see that and go, Drake, that is the only side of gambling for most people. If any normal person lost $8 million, their life is over and their legs are broken.
Bro, I think I'm down 6,000 on Betway. I'm down 6,000 on Betway. I think I asked them. I was like, "Yo, how much have I put in, and how much have I put out?" Bro, they told me I put in 12,000. Since my account started in like 2020, they told me I've put in 12,000. No, 2019. My account I started 2019. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. That's 7 years. In 7 years, bruh, 12,000. They said I only took out 6,000. So I'm down 6K. 6,000 something on the Betway. I need to get my money back. I can't leave. Guys, I can't let them have my money. I need to get it back. I need to fight back. I need to fight back for my money.
You're the only one with another song.
And I concur. Like I expect y'all to go and check too. Go and ask y'all bookies, whatever y'all use, Betway, Sporting Bet, Super Sport Bet, whatever. Just go check that. Check how much you've put in and check how much you've put out.
Side to this whole thing, where, to be clear, that other side is reportedly getting paid $100 million. And to be clear, like, it's a lot of people taking these deals. I'm not trying to single anyone out. You know, let's also take Kevin Hart, right? One of the world's smallest comedians. He pushes DraftKings.
Yeah.
And this one I find really bizarre.
Do me a favor, man. Go to the DraftKings app. Look at what I'm betting on. Look at why I'm betting on. Place your bets. All the action is here. DraftKings, Kevin Hart.
I'm not even going to ask why Kevin needs you to get on DraftKings and bet. Like, the fact is he's worth a reported $450 million. But the real thing I find so gross about this is that Kevin Hart has gone on podcasts and talked about the need for financial literacy. You know, he talked about this on Joe Rogan.
Summer Wars,
the biggest problem with Finn.
Go Summer Wars. Revenge of the Gamblers. Brother, all of us need to go get our money. I need y'all to go. You will be down more, bro. If you take 100 M's for gambling, you would be down more. What do you mean? What do you mean? Revenge of the Gamblers, bro. We gotta go get our money back. We can't let them win. Literally, if you stop today, like if I stop today, I'm just letting Betway take my 6,000, but it doesn't matter anyway because we got the 500K that's gonna land. We got the 500K that's gonna land. We got the 500K that's gonna land, my brothers. We are gonna make that money. We're gonna make that money.
Our community.
500,000, $5,000.
We don't know. Debt is welcomed because it's celebrated. That's all we know. The knowledge isn't given. So it's not till you obtain that knowledge and understanding that you go, oh, oh, this is why you put money up. This is how you increase versus decrease. Oh, this is how you earn on your money.
Oh,
wow. I can gain wealth by investing in what? The stock world is what? How many people partake in the stock world? And is there a part
the stock world is what? Yapping. That's how the rhythm gets you, but I'm with you, dog. Exactly, bro. We can't let them have the money. We literally can't let them have the money. Gotta fight back for the money.
Isn't necessarily gambling. Is there a low risk part? The information isn't there.
Yeah, Kev, maybe the information isn't there on the stock market part, which isn't gambling, because you're too busy telling them about actual gambling.
Facts.
Understand that Kevin Hart is not just a guy who sometimes talks about it on podcasts either. He has a whole partnership, an actual partnership with Chase Bank, where they ran a campaign to improve financial literacy. But then Kevin goes on the side and he's pushing DraftKings, which preys on people's financial illiteracy. And while we're talking about small comedians with big bank accounts, let's talk about Joe Rogan too. And listen, I'm not trying to be high and mighty with all this stuff. I know it sounds a bit like that, but believe me, I am eye level with these guys, okay? I'm very short too. You can't tell behind the $10 million studio desk, but no offense is intended here. We got to discuss, though, how the biggest comedians in the world, biggest, smallest comedians, are pushing DraftKings. Didn't Joe get a $250 million deal from Spotify? I didn't realize before this video, like, how many gambling ads he has been running recently. In the month of September alone, there were 11 DraftKings ads in 14 videos. And with Joe especially, it's weird because he's the guy who rants against Big Pharma's manipulative advertising.
If you can advertise, you can manipulate people and change their opinion based on theatrics.
So many. Everyone gets a free bet.
We all want to win. Hey, let's win together.
You know what to do.
You have music and people dancing and holding hands and spinning around in a wheat field. Like, that is so manipulative. And we are subject to manipulation.
Bruh, and then you went and got
so
flipping. Who is
like
this
making
reporter
critical health
guy?
decisions.
Oh,
There's
talking
so
about the guy,
many.
CoffeeZilla. Yeah, his name is CoffeeZilla. His name is CoffeeZilla. This brew has been making videos like this for the longest time. I used to watch this guy when he was still at like 600,000 subscribers. Like, I used to watch his videos when he was at 600,000 subscribers. Bruh, he's really, really good. Really, really good. These oaks are hypocrites. Facts. That's what they are. That's what they are. I used to watch this guy like when he was at 600K. Hold on, I think it was not 7 years ago. Yeah, around 5 years ago. Nah, not there, not there, not there. Still not there. Still not there. Hold on. Still not there. Yeah, this video's around here. Around here when I was watching when he was talking about, like, you know, just small cases. He eventually started covering bigger cases and stuff like that. I catfished several forex scammers to find out the biggest fraud. Flipping James Corden's parody of startup scams actually came true. Big Pyramid has bought our politicians. It's not a pyramid scheme, guys. I swear, you know, these type of videos, bro. Dan Bazarian is having a bad year. He's a scammer as well. So this is where I started watching. A really entertaining guy. Like, you can see the progression in like the video quality and just, you know, his reporting skills throughout. He's really good. He's had some very big videos recently, obviously. Really big videos. I think he also covered like a scam that was done by Melania Trump, Donald's wife. Donald's wife sounds crazy. It sounds like I should say, wait, what? Bill Gates won't stop lying about Epstein's connections. Of course he won't. Hold on, it's gonna take too long if I do this. But hold on, he's had a ton of big videos. Hold on. Oh, steady load. See right here, this is the bro, 2.2 mil in one day. Jesus, get out. What the heck? The only thing that's missing in these ads and what'd you say? Ads and sponsorship is me. What do you mean it's you? What do you even mean? YouTube approves people are lazy with day trading. This guy was basically just saying that he's gonna prove that people are lazy and are not taking day trading serious and they could make serious money, and then he invites a trading guru onto the channel who literally doesn't know his stuff, and they don't really make money on the video. But yeah, stealing 21 million from Melania Trump and MAGA. Yeah, this one was crazy. I got the celebrity scammer to confess. Bruh, it's a lot of these investigating Mr. Beast. This one got 8.7 million. Like, he's really good. You should check out his videos more for sure.
These commercials, like, so many times I'm.
Bro, look at him. Hear him. He sounds so like, look at his face. He looks so disgusted by these betting guys and stuff.
There's so many of these.
There's so many of these
commercials. Like, so many times I'm watching television, I'm like, how many goddamn drug commercials are there?
And by the way, I agree with him. We are being manipulated. But change a few words from that rant, and you could say the exact same thing about how gambling is pushed. Casinos are also manipulative. They don't advertise the actual reality where people lose. Instead, they say things like winning, cashing in, opportunity.
Extra bets.
And Joe Rogan's a part of that.
Every game is another chance to cash in. Don't just watch the action, win with it.
Don't just watch the action, win with it.
Every snap is loaded with opportunity.
That is just as manipulative as pharma ads pushing pills that may end up addicting you. In both cases, the collateral damage are the addicts we created along the way. And I guess I have to ask, maybe people think, oh, one's worse than the other. Is there that much of a difference between a drug addict and a gambling addict? No, really, I'm asking.
It's like if you see the drug addict, you see him, he's shooting up or whatever it is, and you see him fainting, you go, oh, that poor bastard. But when you see a guy who's fully in the grips of gambling, trying to figure out how to get his money back, and he's all jazzed up with adrenaline, he doesn't understand why.
It's just like cocaine. It's just like drug abuse. It's just like the opiate problem. It's just like anything else. It could. You and I both know people who have lost their lives gambling. Okay, you've seen people in pool halls. You see how they.
He's telling him. It's not even. I mean, you've seen people. You've seen them. You've seen them.
Get Joe Rogan. There's no difference in the drug addict and the gambling addict. Not at all. No difference.
So there is no difference.
These niggas have 2-minute morals. Exactly, bro. At least I'm not sitting here saying if Betway comes to me and says they want me to gamble for 3 hours a day, I'd say no. Heck, I pray they do. I pray they do, man.
Then why do we shake our head at the Sackler family and pharmaceutical execs who push pills that ruin people's lives, but somehow nobody cares? We're doing a very similar thing with gambling. At every level of society, we are shoving this down people's throats. And it's not that I mind if people gamble individually, but we are pushing it on people who otherwise would not have done it, because everything is gambling now, from sports to entertainment to investing. It is totally inescapable, and we're moving the casino from Vegas directly into people's pockets, connecting to their bank accounts. I don't know exactly how this is going to end, but it doesn't take a genius to see where it's going to lead. Gambling is going to be a much larger problem for people, and especially young men. And the saddest part is there's no amount of data or facts that I can give you that's going to stop that. There's just too much money at stake.
Too much money. I reached out to Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, Bed Friends, Nelk, Kevin Hart, Drake, and Nisha for comment. Theo Vaughn and Nelk responded for comment. Of course, Drake didn't. Joe Rogan. Regarding online sports books or winning cash on sports, we currently work with Prize Picks. Between us, I enjoy betting very mildly on sports. It makes the gains more fun, but I'm also aware of the risks it can pose, though probably not very knowledgeable because I haven't had those same exact issues. We make sure to follow guidelines from our sponsors, though it's worth being more intentional about emphasizing those risks to listeners. These guys, man. I feel like in the podcasting space, there is a decent amount of regulation in our ad reads, and I try to remember to advise our listeners that gambling may not be this thing is may not be right for them, but I do often forget to do that I do often to forget to do that. My brother is manifesting. Yo, if they wanna give it to me, I'm they must bring it. Facts. Nelk only affiliate themselves with legal platforms like Prize Picks and play by the rules. Nelk manager. I mean, at least they said something. Same exact. What does that mean? Yeah, this gotta be the end.
Hey, come back to the bar and let me fix you a drink. The weather isn't changing anytime soon.
You know, all it would take is basic advertising rules or legislative change to put a stop to half of this stuff.
That's the thing. Money makes the world move, Coffee.
Facts.
And the people who write the rules like them just the way they are.
Facts.
Do you really think it's worth all of this, though? Like, just for a little more money?
Hey, you said it yourself, didn't you?
I wonder, like, what tier we're on in terms of just, people, in terms of wealth and money. Like, from the whole, like, spectrum thing where you might have your Elon at, like, the furthest end of the spectrum, and maybe, like, kids in Congo who haven't eaten for like 2 weeks straight. You know, I wonder like where we are in like a spectrum that huge.
It's not just a little money. It's a lot more money.
Yep.
People would sell their soul for $100 million. Well,
Sell your soul, bro. I mean, gambling for accepting a gambling deal. Are we gonna count that as selling your soul for real? Do we count that as selling your soul for real?
imagine what they do for billions.
Ooh.
You know, maybe it is time for that drink.
You're gonna tip this time, right?
Hey, W video, man. W video, man. Yeah. Oh, got some nice ass clips, nice ass video. And for tomorrow, I'm planning on doing a GTA roleplay stream for Saturday. I wanted to do my love show, but then one of my contestants, she had to pull out because there's a funeral at home. So yeah, so she can't do it. Yeah. Apart from that, well, yeah, it can't go on. She needed to be there for sure, but there's still plenty time in the year to do the love show thingy, so it's fine, it's cool. But yeah, tomorrow I'm pushing for the GTA roleplay stream. We're gonna see what we can do with that. I'm gonna cook it up and make sure I'm ready by stream tomorrow. I'm gonna make a nice little ad for it too. Yeah, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. It's been an hour and I'm still fighting with my Betway account. I'm cooked for real. That thing is not opening. Some people aren't even on the spectrum. Money runs the world's rules. The people who write the rules like them just the way they are couldn't have said it better, robot. Facts. Facts. He said it the perfect way. It's just the richer always get richer and the poor, yeah, you know how that goes. Some people aren't even on the spectrum. That's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. You're trying to call some people ultra broke. It's been an hour. Bruh, you with the Betway account, get that fixed. Get that fixed. And make sure you bet that. We're making 500,000 this weekend. I promise y'all. I told y'all. But like I said, tomorrow I'm going to do like a little ad for the thingy as well. It's going to be cool. I'm not too sure what I'm going to be role-playing as and whatever on the game. But all I know is it's going to be some fun-ish. And I know y'all know that when I do that, I do it to the max. So yeah, that's time. I'm going to be seeing y'all tomorrow. I'm really hoping I'll be here tomorrow as well. And yeah, man. Thank y'all for being on the stream. 209 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, just press the subscribe button. We have been moving. We have been moving this past 2 weeks. This is so crazy. Road to 300 subscribers. And then it's going to be 4. Then it's going to be 5. And then we're just going to keep going. 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 I don't know where we're going to keep going up until. But we're going to keep going up until. I don't know. Up until we're dead or something. I don't know. Whatever. But we're just going to keep it going. We're just going to keep it going. I appreciate y'all, boys. See y'all tomorrow, man.